So now we will have the Ministry of Education from Egypt.
Thank you. Mr. Assistant Director General for Education, Honorable Ministers, distinguished delegates, I would like to express my thanks and appreciation to UNESCO for having convened this important conference. It comes at a very timely juncture, with increasing importance being attached to artificial intelligence in the field of education. As we all know, in accordance to the 2023 UNESCO Guidance for Generative AI in Education and Research, it is necessary to implement a human-centered approach. For Egypt, the central description in the definition of this approach is in the phrase, and I quote, "The need to protect human dignity and the cultural diversity that defines the knowledge commons," end quote. I'm honored to attend here today, proudly representing a nation of over 110 million people. Its rich heritage extends over 7,000 years, and to date, human dignity remains a central force within the pulse of its people. Perhaps this is why the phrase I quoted a moment ago resonates so deeply within me. On the topic of artificial intelligence, consider for a moment that humanity has borne witness the agrarian revolution, followed by the industrial revolution, and today we are deep in the digital age. To discount the integration of AI in education is akin to turning a blind eye to one of the greatest tools that has ever come to pass in the educational toolbox. It is in Egypt's plan to embrace AI in the classroom by shifting the ways in which classroom formative assessments are administered. Our long-term plans include instructing students on how to benefit from AI as a means to an end, not an end in itself. Shadowing this plan is a focus on merging coding with AI. Literacy was once defined as being able to read and write. Thereafter, to be literate was to be ICT literate. It was redefined again as being coding literate. Today, with the emergence of AI, there is a multitude of systems that can code for us. But what we need is to develop future generations that are experts in identifying the problems that exist so that AI can develop the code to solve them. That is what we are aiming for. To pave the way to achieving Egypt's long-term plan to integrate AI into formative assessments, we must succeed in bringing our short-term plans to maturation. In alignment with UNESCO's human-centered approach and to safeguard the human dignity of our students and stakeholders, we are working hard to ensure equity access to quality education by addressing proximal and pressing issues such as infrastructure, inclusivity for all stakeholders irrespective of their socio-economic background, the reduction of classroom sizes, and the commitment to lifelong learning. The need to focus on digital accessibility to schools in Egypt has never been more central to achieving sustainable environmental, economic, cultural, and social goals. Every child and educator in Egypt public high schools is currently afforded a digital tablet by which they can access their required textbooks and assignments. In theory, this sounds utopic, but the current policy and strategy is under revision, and let me tell you why. Digital devices best serve students when they can scaffold learning gaps and not simply exist to communicate information. Furthermore, to reap the full potential success of this practice, there is much work to be done in the training and development of both staff and students. Additionally, the refined spiraling of content curricula should link individual subject areas to real-life situations, with stress on the importance of environmental, economic, cultural, and social goals. With the ongoing heated debate surrounding the pros and cons of AI, Egypt strongly believes that artificial intelligence is not an enemy to education, nor is it a threat. It is the greatest tool of our time. It will serve to broaden their horizons, refine their 21st century skill set, and improve their self-esteem, by allowing them to achieve industry as opposed to inferiority, as outlined in Erik Erikson's stages of life development. Thank you once again for convening this timely conference, which I'm absolutely sure will be pronounced success.
Thank you very much, Mr. Minister.